What up, YouTube? YuGiTube here, and today you've probably just seen my face for the first time, some of you, but isn't it gorgeous, first of all? But second of all, this video and this series that I'm thinking of doing, which I'm going to start today, is just going to involve some certain booster boxes or booster sets, or even singles in general, and I'm just going to talk about the investing purposes of some of these cards, of some of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, I'm going to just start off with some of my background. I'm a business student, obviously, now, and I have my own eBay. I've had that going for many years now. So, I've invested a lot, as well as collected a lot. I've played a lot as well. Yu-Gi-Oh was the actual first game I played. So, I have a bunch of Pokemon. I've never even knew really how to play the game, but I've always been a collector. But now for Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't play, I'm just strictly a collector. But now, I invest in some Yu-Gi-Oh, I invest in a lot of Pokemon as well, so I use some of that money that I earn to either reinvest, collect, do a mix of everything, trade. So I know some of you other guys might know me from Instagram, so that's cool. So what's up to you guys? But today is going to be about this, and I do have other boxes, like I said, I'm going to show you guys, but today is going to be about the Legend of Blue Eyes First Edition box, and why its current price point. A lot of people say it's insanely expensive, sitting at about 1,400 bucks right now. Maybe if you're lucky, you can get it for like 12 or 1,100 bucks. It's not a bad price. Not a bad price. 1,100 bucks. You can pick one of these up now, 1,100 bucks. Do it. And here's my reasoning behind it. A lot of people say this was a $400 box 3 years ago. Yeah, that is true. This was also a $600 box 2 years ago. That is also true. So I picked it up at about $650, maybe 2 years ago, I want to say. At $650 a box. Picked up one box. I wish I picked up more. But as long as Yu-Gi-Oh continues to progress in terms of the old school Yu-Gi-Oh, the vintage Yu-Gi-Oh, then this box at 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 is going to keep going up. Reasoning is because let's compare it for those Pokemon guys out there. Pokemon base set. First edition box, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000. When people thought it would peak instead, be steady at 5 or 6 or 7, they were wrong. Granted, Pokemon is a much larger game than Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a lot bigger fan base than Yu-Gi-Oh is, but the true collectors will ultimately want the first set in first edition. This is like the holy grail of a lot of people's collections, or what could be in the future, say 5 or 10 years from now. You look at all of the holos from this set, many good ones: Regaiki, Dark Hole, Flame Swordsman, three to name. And you look at the ultras, aside from Gaia the Fierce Knight, which still is kind of expensive, every other ultra rare from this set is insanely expensive right now. Especially in 10s. You look at Exodia head in 10 is 6, 7, 800 bucks. You look at Blue Eyes, 800, 900, $1,000 for a first edition Blue Eyes. But you look at this set, this is going to be the set. You could go to a random person on the street who has no idea of how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but has heard the name Yu-Gi-Oh before. And they say, oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, I know that. Isn't that the one with the blue eyes white dragon in it? Yeah, that's the one. So, the first set, first edition, it is named Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is the set, the most stable set that will carry as long as Yu-Gi-Oh is thriving the old stuff. This is the set that is worth buying right now at 1,600 bucks a box. Because if you really believe that Yu-Gi-Oh will continually to rise, I know it's had a huge rise over the last year or so, but if you believe that Yu-Gi-Oh is going to continue to go upwards, this is the box that you want to get now, and you don't want to spend $2,000-3,000 for it in 5 years, because these things are so hard to find, especially legit boxes. You could look at even the unlimited boxes. I think they're going for around 400, 500 max, I'd say. But even at $400, the unlimited is not a terrible option because people are gonna want that. You know, let's think about it. A lot of people my age and people who are playing this game, starting to get back into it, they all have disposable income. You know, they're all getting jobs, they're all having disposable income. They want to relive the nostalgia. This is the set that brought them there. So for those out there saying, you know, $1,500 a box is way too expensive, it really isn't, guys. If you think about what this could potentially be in 2-3 years, there's no question that at $1,500 a box, it's worth securing while you can, especially because the supply of this is so low that, you know, they're not going to pop up often. And a lot of the collectors with the deep pockets are going to snag these up. So me personally, when I get another opportunity, I probably will buy another box of these at $1,500 a box. Even though I just bought one 2 years ago for $650, you know. But this is the set, guys, that will exponentially go up in value. There's no question about it. You can make speculations about the GX era, 5Ds era, all those other newer sets, which the newer sets look to be like a disaster in terms of long-term longevity, collectability. There's just overproduction on the new stuff. But anyways, if you're looking to buy into Yu-Gi-Oh, this is the stepping stone, along with the Yu-Gi and Kaiba decks, the starter decks, the original ones as well. But even with that, you see reprints of the decks. But look, I mean, these cards have been reprinted 1,000 times. We have 1 million Exodia heads. We have 1 million Blue Eyes White Dragons, Red Eyes Black Dragons. We have 1 million reprints. Yet, the originals in first edition, even the unlimited at times, always will hold their value. You know, we even see it. Let's look at Pokemon, because I'm a big Pokemon collector too. Charizard, the Evolution set that just came out. They reprinted Charizard. Did that affect the value of the base set Charizard, the first one that came out, at all? No, it really didn't. You look at the base set that came out in Pokemon, and then they came out with a base set 2, a legendary collection. So there's so many different reprints, but everybody will always revert back to what is the original card. And the people with deep pockets will pay this. You know, I mean, myself included. I want the original. I don't want a reprint. I really don't. You know, it's great for a collector, though. If you don't have a lot of money to spend, go and buy a reprint. You know, that's wonderful. That's great, graded a 10. You know, because it will cost you less. Ultimately, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it, so that's always good. But this set is the one worth buying 110%. Even all the original other boxes, which I'll get into hopefully as time goes by. But I'm just going to test the waters here with this, just based on my expertise from, I've been doing this for 15 years or so. I've been in the trading card market. I love it. Fantastic. But guys, if you have a chance, pick one of these up, okay? It's not too expensive now. If you have the money, it's not too expensive now to where there's no room for growth. There is room for growth. Actually, a lot of room for growth. Because this will be recognized one day. If Yu-Gi-Oh continues on this trend on the old stuff, this will be the box to get. The box to get. Alright. So I tried to make it 10 minutes or so. We're at like 9:40. But guys, take a look. Go for this box if you can. I will have more videos. I'll probably shoot another one today, you know, and just upload it in a week or two just for some content. But all right, I will keep in touch. Hope you liked it.